breakfast, lunch, dinner, even brunch, feed your family tonight always shows up for us here with Mariefiebach in the mornings. And once a week we get some of your best recipes. Marie, thank you so much for being back to share one.
Oh, thank you. I am always excited to be here on Cake TV. Today we are making what I call cream puff coffee cake. And it's actually kind of a misnomer because it really isn't a cream puff, but it uses a pastry called Pate Choux or Choux pastry, which is what the structure of cream puffs are made of. So that's why I call it cream puff coffee cake. It's made with almost all pantry staple ingredients, so it's something that you can pull together, but it does take about an hour to bake, so you want to make sure that you think ahead. It isn't a last-minute affair. So Allison, what I have in front of you here, this is the first layer, and this full recipe is at feedyourfamilytonight.com. The first layer is butter, 1 stick of butter, 2 tablespoons of water, and you just put that together with 1 cup of flour, heat the butter, melt it, and then you spread it out on this tray, and that makes layer number 1. Now, while that sets to the side, what I have here is boiling water and another stick of butter that I have melted. And
butter is my favorite food group.
Right?
That's amazing.
Butter makes everything better, don't you think?
It does, and this whole layer is going to be so buttery and
It's
flaky.
going to be buttery and flaky. I am going to pour this boiling water and butter. It's 1 cup of water and 1 stick of butter, and I'm going to pour it over 1 cup of flour and add 1 teaspoon of almond extract. And then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this together, and it's going to start forming what's called that Pate Choux or that Choux pastry. Now,
how do you spell choux? Are you like
C-H-O-U-X?
Okay.
It's French, and
Super
I'm probably, you know, botching the French, but I'm going to try. And then you add 3 eggs, and you add them 1 at a time, and you mix these eggs into this pastry, and it's going to change color. It's almost the same ingredients as the bottom layer, but as you add the eggs, it's going to lighten up and it's going to get silky and shiny. So we add our eggs 1 at a time, and then eventually what we're going to do is we're going to spread it over that next layer, and when you cook it in the oven, it's going to puff up, and then as it cools, it's going to fall down. So I'll kind of show you what that all looks like. That's the last egg. I'm going to set this here next to you, Allison, and whip this in really good. You can do this with a stand mixer, and honestly at home, sometimes I even just do it straight in the pan so I don't dirty another bowl, but I thought you would like to see what it looked like here on
You're
air.
really good at it too. If that was me doing that, it would be all over Allison's dress right now.
Well, you know, this isn't my first rodeo.
There you go.
So then we're going to take this and we're going to spread it over the top of each of these. And again, this recipe makes 2 coffee cakes, and I just kind of eyeball it. I don't spread it exactly over. You're going to spread it kind of over the top. I didn't say what the size of these were, but they're about 12 by 5 inches. And as you spread it, I'm just going to spread this first one, and then I can do the next one later. It really is silky, and it smooths out. So we spread that, and then you're going to put it into a 350-degree oven for 45 to 50 minutes. And over here, this is what it looks like when it comes out. So I've iced one, but it gets puffy, and then you make a frosting. And this frosting is very simple. You make it with 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of almond extract, so you're layering that almond throughout, and then 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of water. And I'm just going to pour this over the coffee cake.
That looks so good.
And then I'm going to top it with toasted almonds. Now, do you guys know the trick for toasting nuts?
Oh, you toasted them yourself?
Yes.
I thought the trick was to buy them that way.
Microwave before, is that?
That's exactly it, Allison. If you toast them in the microwave, they're super easy. It doesn't mess up an extra pan. And when you toast them in the microwave, the one thing you want to make sure to remember is that they will continue to cook after they come out of the microwave. And so when they're just barely starting to brown is when you are going to take them out. And then they will continue to cook as they cool. And it takes about 5 minutes in my microwave, 4 to 5 minutes for these slivered almonds.
Well, took about 5 minutes for you to explain how to make it, and we appreciate it very much. I'm going to take some of this flake cake you were able to bake here. I'll give it a shot.
As he's trying that, tell us where we can find this recipe again and how we can get more tips like this.
Absolutely. It's at feedyourfamilytonight.com. I also think about joining the Feed Your Family Tonight Facebook group. That's where I'm there answering questions and helping you. And again, the cookbook's available, Watermark Books and Cafe. Watch for that. And I've got an exciting announcement coming next week, so watch for that as well.
I love it.
For that.
All right, sweet and nutty and all the things. Thank you so much, Marie. We're going to be right back after this.